Great Bend joining our previous winners here, the 3,200 meters. He wins the Class 5A event at 3,200 meters, and he gets to wear a gold medal. Came from behind in the last 3 laps to win. Chet, I think you're on the sideline. Chet doesn't quite get him. We'll go back to Chet in a moment. Meanwhile, here's a look at Class 6A. This is the girls' event. And among the field here, Blue Valley North's Sophie Scott is the athlete to watch. She's out of Blue Valley North, ran 11:09.72, and in the field here.
Well, Molly Bourne is also.
Oh yeah, boy, don't forget her.
She actually owns the Class 6A record in this event.
Yeah, Molly Bourne out of Shawnee Mission. And she set that record a couple years ago,
yeah, 2016.
16. So you're right, Molly Bourne would certainly be the athlete to watch here in the field. Among the 16s, Shawnee Mission North's Catherine Kusanuch, Louise Lopez from Dodge City, Manhattan's Clara Mayfield, Kiana Patterson from Wichita Northwest, Lily Strauss from Blue Valley North, Cassie Rains is from Shawnee Mission North, Sophie Scott from Blue Valley North, Shawnee Mission Northwest, Molly Bourne, Riley Beach from Blue Valley Northwest, Washburn Rural's J.B. Shuffleberger, Claire Fuelhange from Olathe North, Shawnee Mission North, Kagan Steers, Lawrence Free State's Julia Larkin, Perla Salas, Wichita West, Manhattan's Ella Rosencrans, and Brooke Navarro from Garden City. This ought to be a pretty good race. A lot of good times in there.
Again, you mentioned Sophie Scott from Blue Valley North with the best time coming in, but again, Molly Bourne, she is outstanding from Shawnee Mission Northwest. The all-time record, 2016, 10:20.22 for her.
So early on in the race, a lot of company there. Sophie Scott, who runs the 800, the 1,600 meters, and 3,200 meters. She's probably, among the field, probably the most consistent in the state of Kansas in terms of her times from event to event. Entering this meet, she's got the top qualifying time in the 800, 1,600, and also the 3,200 meter race. She's the defending 6A 800 meter champion, and we'll look to add on to her resume. So she, very much like the previous winner in the girls' events, who was Mackenzie Wilkes, probably not her best event, but worth watching for sure.
And again, as Chet mentioned, though, because this is a separate from some of their other events, the days are separate, that they can really give it their all, as we saw in the Class 5A with Mackenzie Wilkes.
All right, let's go down to the track and Chet Copeland. Chet.
Kirby Deppenbush of Great Bend. First off, congrats, but turn around. We want to see the hair right here. The GB for Great Bend. He's got one of the best hairdos right now. Headed to Kansas State next year, but take us through that tight race and the strong finish.
Well, I do best when I just kind of stick back out of trouble a little bit, and last 500 meters kick. 500 always catches everyone off guard, and if you wait till 400 to kick. So,
is there adrenaline pumping whenever you're at a facility like this instead of just running at your high school?
Yep. Oh yes, yes. And the smell of the track also gives me some adrenaline. But
what kind of hard work has went into this? 3,200, the longest race in high school track and field, and it gives you a day tomorrow. We talked previously with Mackenzie Wilkes. You get to put it all on the line here, and tomorrow you get to run other races.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I have the mile tomorrow. Usually I would do the 4x8, but not this year. And really, you have no idea how much work all of us, my teammates and I, put in. No one ever sees that at all, but it's a tremendous amount of just waking up at 5 in the morning, doing that kind of stuff, whatever it takes, honestly. So.
Well, congrats on your first state title. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
So a very talented athlete, Kirby Deppenbush from Great Bend, wins the event in Class 5A on the boys' side. You're watching the girls' Class 6A event. We're keeping an eye on Sophie Scott and also Molly Bourne, Shawnee Mission Northwest, Blue Valley North. That should be a terrific duel, and so far that's how it's shaping up.
I thought it was interesting when he was asked about being here at Cessna Stadium on this big stage. You know, the smell of the track gets him adrenaline going. I mean,
I think there is probably a distinctive smell to the track. It's the lotion you put on your legs to get you up and going and get the muscles ready to go.
A lot of history on this track in this Cessna Stadium. So, and as he mentioned, these guys and girls, they work very, very hard, and like he said, we don't see all that work, and here this is their time to shine here at Cessna Stadium.
Molly Bourne, Shawnee Mission Northwest, worth mentioning again, set the record in 2016, ran a 10:07.96 here at 3,200 meters. And a year ago, her time just 3 seconds behind that, 10:10.64. And that was just a little bit better than Kaylee Logue from Girard in 2017, ran a 10:09.97. All the names on the all-time leaderboard, the 3,200 meters, really well-known names. Emily Benters from Free State, 2017. And so it's worth watching to see how close they'll get to that mark, 10:07. And will eventually a girl get below 10 on the girls' side of things? That would be an incredible race. The 6A field, at least in the preliminary, no one is below 11.
There's Molly Bourne. Good look at her coming down this front stretch.
Yeah, notice how smooth she's running. Doesn't look like she's stressed at all, relaxed. Got them arm movements, running really well. Blue Valley North representative just right behind her, Lily Strauss. And then as I look at the bib numbers, Riley Beach out of Blue Valley Northwest, like she was in third. So top two together, then some separation to third, and then a little more separation between fourth and fifth here in the Class 6A girls 3,200 meter race. We've run 4 3,200 meter races so far, Class 4A, Class 5A, and then Class 6A now. If you're wondering where 1, 2, and 3A, well, those happen tonight. Those are the last events of the evening, which at this point, because of what our hour and a half,
hour and 35 minutes.
Hour 35 minute lightning delay, that could be well pushed into the evening there. But it's all good.
They'll keep this thing flowing, no doubt about that. They're pretty much used to any kind of weather situation, I think, throughout the years, and they've always made the adjustments accordingly.
So shoulder to shoulder, coming down the home stretch. A few laps to go here in the 3,200 meter race. It is 8 laps around here at Cessna Stadium. They do a terrific job of keeping everybody abreast of how many laps are there to go.
Molly Bourne continuing to hold the lead. She is from Shawnee Mission Northwest. But, Catherine Kuzinik in second.
Yeah, I'm going to check the bib number as they move their way around. She was wearing bib 1A, so that would be Shawnee Mission North. I don't think that's, no, I don't think that matches. We'll clarify for you, but we know Sophie Scott's with the lead in the moment. It has turned into a 2-girl race with the rest of the field now trailing. When will you kick? When do you kick that in to make that home stretch run? That's the question here. As we head to 7.5 minutes into this 3,200 meter race in Class 6A. Molly Bourne from Shawnee Mission Northwest.
Now starting to pull away here.
Extends the lead to about 10 to 15 meters. So if you're wondering where the kick was, I think it's come right now. She's picked up the pace here with about a lap and a half to go. We're at 8 minutes.
Mark, you were talking earlier, one of the other races, the lean forward running style. She seems to have that a little bit.
Rest of the field, good look at Claire Fuelhage from Olathe North. Bib 1546 is JB Shuffleberger from Washburn Rural.
Boy, Molly Bourne is really starting to
lap. The trailers in the field.
Pull away.
Boy, she looks strong. Lots of distance left here, but she is really extending that lead. Man, Molly Bourne. 2 state titles in the 1,600 and 3,200 meters. We'll have a chance for a third in every event this weekend. And about to add on to the gold medal collection. As second place now has fallen back to, boy, a good 80 meters behind her.
This
look at Molly Bourne.
Is turning into a dominating performance as well, man.
Here we go, bell lap. Molly Bourne, Shawnee Mission Northwest. Called her timeout at 9:14. Qualifying time 11:09.
She obviously has this race. Does she go for the time, better time here, or just pace herself to the finish?
Her personal time, best time was 10:45.7. Personal best ran a 10:07, #1 all-time in 2016.
One of the great middle distance female runners in Kansas history.
Heading towards 10. Fans are aware of the time. They're very educated because the public address announcers make them aware of it.
Don Steffen, legendary Don Steffen.
About 100 meters to go. We're at 10:07, so she won't break her personal record, but this is going to be a good time. A big hand for Molly Bourne, Shawnee Mission Northwest, who took the lead at the 6th lap, picked up her step and took a lead from about 10 meters to 20, and she's going to win this going away. Shawnee Mission Northwest has a gold medal winner. Once again, Molly Bourne, defending her championship she won a year ago, will be wearing a gold medal on the medal stand once again.
Terrific run. She kind of just toyed with the field almost. She stayed with the pack for a while and then just made her move. And it wasn't like a sudden kick. It was just a gradual boom, pulling away. And what a dominated performance.
Well, second, third starting to fall in place. Boy, did you see the time between first and second?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Goodness gracious, it has been a while. Rest of the field falling in line, 3,200 meters in Class 6A. I'll be interested to see how this all sorts out. We'll sort it out for you when we return to Wichita State. You're watching the Class 2018 Kansas High School State Track and Field Championships.